picking out my fro with my fist comb. I got a tab at the stone, baby, this long. My little brother was having a little trouble. I hope that he doesn't care that it's in this song. Koreatown luncheon, talking about how to run things. He said Atlanta wanted something. Waka G's in your future got the streets locked down. Copycats making sure Tip keep that crown. I'm fucking around with the truth. Went to see the roots. Quest brought me back on stage in a suit. I went hard cause niggas say that I'm soft. Even Black thought I'm aiming a little hard. I gotta be honest. Feeling like the other stuff is kinda behind us. Making jokes here and there, then got us some dollars. Trying to show the whole world what it is, and it ain't a game. He said, homie, stay the course, ain't shit changed. Weird night and everybody was tipsy. Hanging out with Questlove, reminiscing about Whitney. He like, man, we can't even make it to 50. That reminds me, I sent a long text message to my mom and pop. I got the same speech when I left 30 Rock. My mom like, why you wanna leave a good job?
Alright, welcome to The Situation. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. This is DSP News. This is the Pseudo Snort Report. I am your host, and let's get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Our friend Darksydephil has had quite a... it's been very problematic for him on YouTube. He still hasn't adjusted to Gouty Rome. And apparently, he had himself a bit of a nervous breakdown recently. You guys hear about this? I'm just hearing about it. We're about to go over it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with... who was on the docket today? Oh, we're here with Hate Army Watch. DSP has a nervous breakdown after a terrible night. It's time to get into the situation. You know how we do. We bring the coffee, we bring the bacon, and hopefully some entertainment value or some useful white noise, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? One does what one can. I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you guys in just a second.
All the shit make a nigga feel guilty. I used to sleep with them roaches. Back on my mind, oh, I hope the show gets canceled. Maybe then I can focus. Hawaii touchdown. Go ahead, baby, put your shades on. East side to the gravestone. Brown liquor, put my girl in Bed-Stuy. Nigga, you got drive like a sale at Best Buy. Hold up, we can do better. Put my voice on the track, man. This shit is much wetter at the studio at...
Almost a strike. I wonder if you get it. I told you, if you get a strike, I bet you get something for it.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, because you should be rewarded for every little thing that you do. Every little thing that you do, every snort that you do, you should be rewarded for it in some way, shape, or form. That, ladies and gentlemen, is truly the Darksydephil way. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. Actually, hold up a sec. Bloop. There we go. We are here with Hate Army Watch. DSP has a nervous breakdown after a terrible night. This video was published on August 31st of 2021. The link will be down in the description. Yes. You guys all know the slogan. I don't smell no bacon cooking. And let's stop. And then our new one, which is let's stop all the talking and get to the talking. Here we go.
Oh, almost a strike. I wonder if you get it. I told you, if you get a strike, I bet you get something for it. Oh man. Come on, how do we get the strike? There's gotta be technique to it. Way to the left.
3 strikes in a row.
Oh, I did it!
It's a turkey.
I got a strike. But it didn't count for nothing. Aw. Maybe all you were supposed to do was get the item there. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's that. How did, when was the last time that it saved? Oh god, 2 minutes ago? I need to have it save again to save that I got that collector, or that, scavenger item. So maybe if I go back into the
this is riveting. Holy shit. This is what people, threw all their hard-earned money down for? For this? For this. If this is what a 13-year content creator looks like, maybe he or she has been in the game a little too long. Just a little bit. Maybe this isn't worth it. You know what I'm saying? Just because you thought it was the easy way out doesn't mean it was a way out. Just saying. Well, you guys all know the situation. There's always some motherfucker trying to ice skate uphill.
Wait, we'll see. Let's see. Oh, wait, no. How do I get it to save?
What's that?
Combine your psi cards with a psi core from the automatic.
Scanning.
Maybe I go to the front hallway, it'll save. I need to get it to save. It said you got 3. I know it said I had a turkey. It makes no sense because I definitely didn't get 3 strikes in a row.
Prying eyes.
Okay, it's saved now, see?
This is the lobby?
Nobody comes down here.
There's some weird kid right over there.
So what? He's not gonna tell your husband anything.
What the hell? I don't need to get involved in that shit.
Come on, Sherry. You can't let that kid get to you.
Chet, it's over. We've been discovered.
But Sherry, we promised each other.
Someone better call on Tyrone. Call him. Or Jim.
Wow.
That this year we'd throw your husband a surprise party.
Oh.
You're right. And he deserves it.
Yes, he does.
So it actually was not a bad conversation at
Especially
all.
considering how understanding he was about our affair.
Wait, what?
Yes, Phil. Look directly at me. You're a cuck. You're a cuck. That's good. That's real good. Yes, throw him a surprise party after a surprise party after he was so what's the word I'm looking for? He was so receptive of finding out that they were having an affair. That looks like the Darksydephil type of look. That really does. That sounds like the mentality. Well, you're still gonna make dinner, right? So like we're definitely still having dinner, right? Does anybody remember that conversation? That's a hidden meme in itself. I bet you somebody knows where that came from. Well, as long as we're still having dinner, then no problem.
All right, that conversation took a turn I didn't expect. All right, it did save, ladies and gentlemen. All right, that is it for tonight's Psychonauts 2 stream. Hope that you guys enjoyed it. We made good progress, right? We did that entire chef plot line, and then we went and bought a bunch of upgrades. So now we're decked out and ready to go for the rest of the game. What we're going to be doing is actually the bowling alley. I think you talked to, what's his name there? You probably go inside his mind, fix that part of his mind. And then I don't know how to do the mailroom thing yet. We never found that guy out in the, we never found Autumn Mentalis out yet. Maybe we will, but we didn't find him yet. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed Psychonauts 2 tonight. Oh. Good timing to switch batteries, huh? Hope you guys enjoyed it. I did. Until next time, which is later on this week, okay? Awesome. Thank you. All right, everybody. Well, it is what it is. I enjoyed tonight's stream, and I hope that you guys did too. All right, thank you to everyone who did contribute. Actually, super chats.
Real quick, if he's playing that on the Xbox, which I think he is, doesn't he have like that battery pack, accessory that he purchased or some shit that's supposed to be for his Xbox controller? And if so, has he just not been recharging it since he's used it, or what's going on? Because the whole point of getting the battery pack is so he wouldn't have to switch batteries all the time, because he was burning through batteries super fucking quick. You have the battery pack, now all you gotta do is plug the damn thing in when you're not using it, and then you're fine. Instead, he's going, what, multiple days? So now that leads me to think, well, with that Xbox controller, when he used to use regular batteries, which was stupid anyway, you should have bought the battery pack from the jump, were you just leaving the controller on? Or was that just phantom drain? Whatever.
Pretty decent. We have made like $50 of super chats tonight, which isn't bad at all. Thanks to those who did become members. We did have a few new members tonight. Thank you to those who did tip. Tips were pretty low, I'm not going to lie, but it is what it is. All right, and thank you for a great streaming week. I did have a good streaming week this week. We finished up Fallout earlier, which was outstanding. So, here's the deal. I'm not here tomorrow. All right? Hope you all have a good day tomorrow. And I hope that you're safe, and I hope that you have an enjoyable day away from my streams. I will return on Wednesday. And on Wednesday, it will be the conclusion of the Ghost of Tsushima DLC paired with Hades. All right? There'll be more Psychonauts 2 on Thursday, and that'll also be paired with Hades. Friday, I'm actually going to be playing a new game called Tormented Souls, which is a throwback survival horror game. I'll be playing Friday during the day. Friday night will be Street Fighter. All right? Sadly, guys, we didn't hit the goal, man. I don't know what to tell you. It sucks. We definitely could have done it today. We could have hit 250 today. I don't know why people didn't become...
Quick, let's go ahead and give you guys a quick reference. So the broadcast before this one, literally the last broadcast some of you may have actually watched, was when he talked about what the tips goal was going to be, so they could do a marathon, or if they didn't hit it, it'd be a fundraiser. Either way, it's all punishment, but you know what I mean. If you guys remember, the tips goal initially was 275. From 275, we dropped it down to 250. From 250, it ended up dropping to 241, and they still didn't hit it, which I don't blame them. Don't throw your money away on bullshit, especially when this asshole right here wants you to give him money for the sake of giving him money instead of you actually getting something for your money outside of contributing to his gout. So that's what it sounds like this complaint is about to be. Should be good. Here we go.
Members. I don't know what to tell you. People are telling me, oh, well, the problem is on YouTube, you can't bring your emotes to other channels and stuff. Okay, that's great and all, but I can't do that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't create how this stuff works on YouTube, all right? The point is that if you want to support the channel, right? If you want to support the channel, you become a member to help out so we can do a fun marathon on Saturday. It wasn't about, oh, I have to get some kind of particular benefit from becoming the membership that I used to get on Twitch. I don't get it here. That wasn't the point. You know what I'm saying? Also, the memberships here are cheaper too. So, I don't know, man. What I'm hoping, like I told you guys a bunch, is that once new games start to come out, that we will convince more people to become members. Because it seems like right now we're basically stagnating. You know, we're at around between 200 to 250, and we're just kind of sitting here for 2 months, and it's not moving. And, you know, that sucks, because as you guys know, I am trying to get back to where I was on Twitch, and it seems like it's not possible, but it seems like it's because of the limitations of YouTube, not me.
Shut that shit up. First things first. The reason why memberships aren't where he feels that they should be is because he demanded tips. Key word there is he demanded tips, or a key phrase. And that was his driving force for the last 5 months, or at least since he's been on there. Secondly, he didn't even want people to give him money through super chats. He just wanted tips, and then he wanted it. Then, as a secondary, if not even secondary, really third, to be honest, was to actually start trying to build up the membership count. But really, all he wanted was tips. And this shit isn't Twitch, where he can essentially have his snorts and then throw some gout on it too. You can't have everything. The infrastructure on Twitch is set up in such a way to give money to one content creator and then still be able to reap the rewards other places. For people just to support you for the sake of just supporting you proves that that what was going on Twitch was absolute bullshit. If you took away the gifted subs, if you took away the Twitch Prime subs, he'd probably be almost as dead in the water as he is here. Almost. I don't doubt it. Especially after what happened to Dan's Gaming Christmas of 2020. Quick reference point. Basically, Dan's Gaming does what most big Twitch streamers do, where they find a smaller content creator and they'll drop somewhere between 250 and 500 gifted subs. They're almost always tier 1, except for a few, like Dr. Loophole has dropped some big money on some different streamers in the past. But that's just kind of what he does. But they're usually tier 1. If I remember correctly, Dan's Gaming dropped 250 gifted subs on him, I think. Tier 1 subs on him. And there was a whole thing about that on Twitter, yada yada. The point being is that Twitch is kind of set up to some degree to not necessarily coddle, but if you're someone like Phil who's in constant peril, it's easier for people to support you and feel like they're getting the most bang out of their buck, if you will. The problem is what YouTube is the trenches. YouTube is Gouty Rome. And you got to fight here. You know what I'm saying? And that's his problem. He's too soft. He's been too soft, but he's too soft. He's had it too easy for too long, and he still ain't adjusted yet. He's been here for almost 6 months and he still hasn't transitioned yet. And for one reason is he's hoping that he'll be able to go back. The second reason is he ain't built for this shit. He wasn't built for it the first time. That's why he left. Because if not, he would have figured out a way to do both. Instead, YouTube became an archive, and he ran over there to Twitch, and that became the new tit to go ahead and suckle from. And all you're seeing is the byproduct of that. And because his greed is massively strong, he still demands all of his tips, as well as seeing the big number from the memberships, as well as seeing super chats. Even though, funny enough, initially when he implemented super chats, he said that there was no way he could actually see what the total amount of super chats were because they were all in different denominations depending on the country. Or, well, depending on the currency of that country, I should say. So all of his lies have essentially compiled on each other to where people don't feel the need to go that extra step. And whether it's contributing to the channel or not is incidental, because doesn't he say he needs tips by the day? Is that not contributing to the channel? Now you want me to throw $3 or $3.99 or whatever the case may be to some goal that I probably don't give a shit about anyway? Or I'm not going to play, or they're more than likely, when I say me, I mean them. They're probably not going to be there Saturday for that event or whatever the situation is anyway. So who gives a fuck? At the end of the day, that we're in a situation, and we've been in a situation with the whole pandemic, that I think people are just a little bit more cautious on where their money goes. And to be honest, and it's fair to say, Twitch will take you further than YouTube. Now, granted, with YouTube, the content creators are usually creative and give you more incentives for you to get more from your money. DSP don't do that on YouTube. And the bare minimum mindset that he has worked on Twitch because Twitch wasn't yet again a big loss, because other people could take those amenities, if you will, and be able to go somewhere else and still reap the rewards. And that's what he don't get. Which means what, ladies and gentlemen? He's a fraud. He's a product of circumstance. And this proves it. That's why he's never cracked 300 memberships. He might not. If gifted memberships don't become a thing, Phil is going to be stuck. Because now, it's not just a matter of whoever it is has to gift those subs. He or she or whoever has to create the accounts to gift those subs to. And that's not worth it. It's really not. And then they're not even really gifting it. They're just making new accounts and then basically giving themselves a sub for each and every one of those accounts. That's a fucking hassle, dude. I don't think anybody wants to jump through those hoops. If someone really feels motivated to do so, so be it. But I feel like no one's going to want to go through that dumb shit. That seems like a lot. It really do. I think even OIC he probably has less than a dozen sock accounts. I don't even see him wanting to take that step. We'll see. But what it means is all of that growth, all of that bullshit on Twitch was just that. It was fraudulent. It was fraudulent. And this proves it.
You guys are...
Which, now that I think about it, will make it even more interesting, because if he does get back into the affiliates, and goes back to Twitch, how many people are going to be willing to come back and give him their Twitch Prime sub? How many of them are even willing to go back to Twitch at this point? I'm about to say, Twitch has changed in the last 6 months. A lot of big names have already left, and supposedly even more are thinking about leaving. The landscape is changing. It's changing in a big way. And if you're Darksydephil and you're stupid and you're desperate for clout and you're desperate for attention, and some of the bigger guys are leaving, meaning that the herd is thinning out a little bit, you may think, hey, this might be my shot. This might be my chance now to actually pull people in. No one can really tell me that DSP isn't thinking about that, because DSP's whole life is this internet shit. And in that, he pays attention to the triumphs and the failures of other streamers. So when Tim the Tatman and Dr. Loophole left, you know what I mean? And the crackdown on the thoughts is in full effect, as well as some other things, he may think, hey, this might be a golden opportunity. He might be thinking that. So for some of you who may still be on the fence about the idea that the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd of October, 2021, might be 72 hours that you guys might want to consider paying a little bit of attention to. I mean, it's starting to shape up. It's starting to look that way. It's just something to think about. Just something to consider.
The streams are entertaining and fun, but you're telling me that you're not getting the same benefits you used to get when you used to subscribe on Twitch. I understand that. I don't control that. You know, I wish I could. I wish I could give you guys a bunch of extra benefits. I don't make the site work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure what else to do, you know. Hopefully what'll happen is when these new releases start coming out, more people will come to the streams to support. I don't know what else to do. I didn't want to leave Twitch. I didn't want to be kicked out of the partner program and not be able to get subs anymore. Guys, that's the inevitability we're in now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're trying to, I don't get the benefits.
Here's another thing. I thought this was the most stable job he ever had. Having a 9-to-5 job, dude, isn't guaranteed. It's not stable. It's not reasonable in this day and age. Being online, being a Twitch streamer is the way to go. It is the future. Well, it don't look like much of a future if you ask me. I'm not seeing what the dividends are. At least not for, in his situation, I should say. For everybody else who actually, like, works hard and has talent and has creativity and doesn't, like, fucking gaslight and con their fucking viewers and shit, I can see how it may be good. But even then, I still say it wouldn't be it's not the best thing in the long term. To be honest. But then again, their circumstances are even more different than Phil's. Because those people actually have guaranteed contracts. DSP signed an exclusivity deal. That's it. He's not getting paid for that exclusivity deal. Or, let's reword that. He is being paid in the idea, or in the concept, if you will, that you can collect you can collect gifted subs or subs on our platform. And you can collect super chats. And you can shill for tips, which he could do that anyway without the managed partnership or the affiliate. He could still demand tips on Twitch. It just means he can't make any money over there. And it's funny too because he brings up ads every once in a while on Twitch, but he used to say that they're not worth a damn, so who gives a shit? Come to find out, they're a little bit more substantial than he was letting on. But you know, DSP is known for stretching the truth. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, make of that what you will. So, yeah. Whereas someone like Tim the Tatman or Dr. Loophole, for example, they sign an actual deal. They're actually getting 6 figures, 7 figures, whatever it is, on top of all the other perks. See, that's what a successful streamer is. You have guaranteed money on top of whatever money that you can collect for the duration of that contract, and whatever perks and everything else. DSP don't have that. DSP is a worker. He's an employee. But for years, he tried to convince people that he was something that he wasn't. Now you're seeing how that flourished, or how it died, depending on your perspective. This is what you're viewing now. This is the reality. This is the truth. It's not playing out well, is it? DSP News.
That I did on Twitch, that's great, but do you still like my content? Do you still like my streams? Do you like it when I play games and interact with you guys? Okay, then to become a member. I understand you're not getting the same benefits here that you were getting over there. I can't do anything about that. I don't code YouTube, you know what I mean? And I understand, oh, well, I'll get better value on Twitch. Okay, so you're telling me then you don't want me to keep doing this. Because that's what I'm saying, like...
But if you're so successful, then you shouldn't need me to keep you going. If let's call a spade. If he's so successful, right, and all these people are breathing down his neck and are so jealous of him because he's successful, then what the fuck does $3.99 really do for anybody? How is $3.99 gonna break him? I want you to think about this. Let's be honest with each other for a second. If he's so goddamn successful, how is $3.99 gonna hurt him? And that's $3.99 at the lowest tier of his memberships. How is that gonna hurt him? Why can't he make an adjustment and make up for the lack of memberships and take some of his tips and diversify it over there. Or let's be a bit more forward thinking about this. How about we actually start saving some goddamn money so we can keep the business going instead of trying to bleed people out day in, day out? Why can't we just do that? Why does there always have to be an oh woe is me, or some fucking pity story, or some fucking emergency and shit? Like, someone needs to try to really, no one has to do anything, by the way. I'm being facetious with this. But like how does people actually believe the bullshit about people are jealous of his success? What's success? I don't know a single person, detractor, viewer, hater, troll, or otherwise, who would trade a moment for Phil with Phil. I don't know anybody who's willing to humiliate themselves like this. Even you can't even say, "Oh, I would want to have his job," because you really don't. DSP's job is begging. If you're saying that, "Oh, I would like to be able to stream full time or do content creation full time and be paid money for it," that's one thing. But no one has ever said, "I'm jealous that I want to do what DSP does," because DSP begs. He doesn't work. He's not a good streamer. He's not a good content creator. He begs. That's what he's doing right the fuck now. So let's clarify that before people continue, as people continue to throw that argument up. Because it's not a very good argument. It's really not. If there are other streamers that, first off, you shouldn't be jealous of anybody, but if there are other streamers that you want to be jealous of, pick a successful one. Pick someone who actually takes their tips, for example, and puts that shit back into their business. In that, of not only updating their equipment and software and all the other stuff, right, to make sure the stream is presented well. Not just in fan art and other stuff to make the stream look better, but also those people who give money back to their mods, who pay their mods, I don't want to say a paycheck, but maybe a stipend, if you will, or they get a cut of the profits, if you will, weekly or monthly. I can't remember the young lady's name now, but it was a couple years ago. She used to have like this huge Minecraft. She used to have this huge, like, someone actually made this. It's basically like a huge Minecraft castle that was made on like I don't know if it was like a blanket or a sheet or whatever. And she used to have it on her wall. And every time you became a member or you sub to her channel under one of these tiers, you get to pick if you wanted to be a knight, an archer, a mage, and there was something else. And then you could be placed anywhere on this huge ass castle, covered a whole fucking wall. Like, you know what I'm saying? She was amazing. But the point being is that she did this thing. She was the first person that ever saw do it. But certainly other people did it too, because she even admitted she got the idea from somebody else. But she would cut in her mods. They would get a percentage of what, you know, was overall made in tips for like the month or something. And we're not talking about small amounts. You know, we're talking about some of these mods are walking away with like $300-400 a month. Just the mod. You know? And she didn't have to stream 7 or 8 hours out of the day. And she didn't even stream every day. And they're walking away with a little bit because she appreciated what they did and the time that was taken. Because if one was looking at it as a business, she looked at them as part of the business. And she looked at their time was valuable. DSP don't do that. That's what a real business is. And she don't even talk like that. She just likes giving back. So yet again, let's go back to Phil's success. Who's jealous of this again? Who's envious of this? Or envious of this? Who wants this? I'm just saying.
900 members on Twitch. There's only 230 members here, right? Oh, well, I don't get the same benefit that I got over there. Okay, but I still need the support to keep going. You understand? I understand. Oh, I was actually getting the emotes or whatever on other channels. Okay, great. That's not on YouTube, and I'm sorry. I wish I could make YouTube do the same stuff that Twitch did. YouTube is very different from Twitch. We know that, okay? Twitch mistreated me. Twitch did something to discipline me when I never did anything wrong. Presented
let's go back. Because basically he's saying, I don't give a fuck about what you used to get. give me my money. Twitch fucked me over. I'm the victim here, not you guys. I'm the one who's deprived here, not you guys. So you guys should not be holding out on me. You guys should not be demanding anything. I'm the victim. You understand? I'm the fucking victim here. So shut the fuck up and give me the money. Basically.
220 some, 230 members here, right? Oh, well, I don't get the same benefit that I got over there. Okay, but I still need the support to keep going. You understand? I understand. Oh, I was actually getting the emotes or whatever on other channels. Okay, great. That's not on YouTube, and I'm sorry. I wish I could make YouTube do the same stuff that Twitch did. YouTube is very different from Twitch. We know that, okay? Twitch mistreated me. Twitch did something to discipline me when I never did anything wrong, presented no evidence that I did that thing wrong. So why are we going to cry over spilled milk at Twitch and say, oh no, we lost the ability to do this on Twitch? If you like me and my content, support it, okay? Support it. A membership is $4. It's cheaper here than it was over on Twitch, okay? And to be told something like, oh, we don't get the same benefits, okay, I get that, but that's not the point of the membership. That, I'm serious, like, that was never the point. The point was to support the channel, to let me keep doing what I love. You guys tell me you love it, and you know what I mean?
If you love it so damn much, why won't you work harder to fucking to keep it? And then he literally just said, hey, fuck you, I don't give a fuck about what any of your wants or any of your complaints or any of that bullshit is. That's got nothing to do with me. Just give me the money. Just continue to give me the money. I don't give a fuck about any of your grievances. I don't give a shit. Give me the money. Stop holding out. Stop being these selfish bastards and give me my fucking money, dude. That's basically what he's saying. If you like me and if you like my content, give me the fucking money. Or if not, why are you here? Well, maybe that explains why there's only 230 something people that are fucking members. Then maybe that explains why you have less than 250 people who even show up to your streams, including new releases. It kind of shows that it was all fraudulent over there. Because if this is how, let's be generous about it for a minute. So he's got 230 plus people at this particular moment who were members, yeah? Okay, fair enough. Let's be generous and say maybe he had 350 people who were actual genuine fans or viewers who were subbed to him on Twitch. Let's say that. Okay, fair enough. That means 550 plus of those other subs were more than likely gifted, which means what? It was essentially fraudulent. It was artificial inflation. There was no organic growth. It was people who didn't want to tip him or didn't feel the need to waste their money on cheers and decided to go ahead and just gift to the community as a whole, which didn't even exist. So you're talking, ladies and gentlemen, possibly, let's be generous about it, 500 gifted subs that were being wasted every single month on Twitch. There was nobody there to claim it. Outside of the occasional, troll or detractor who might have been in the chat at that time under I would assume one of the many sock accounts and ended up snatching one up or them being gifted directly. Other than that, all of those gifted subs went to waste every fucking month. I want you to really take that in. Anywhere from 300 to 500 gifted subs on Twitch went to waste. There was nobody there to collect those things at all. There was nobody there to benefit from it at all. It merely made Phil look like he had more people contributing than even really existed. If that's not fraudulent, I don't know what is. If that's not fraudulent, I don't know what is. And how long were they going to even keep that up? Whoever it was wasn't going to keep that up forever. Planet Jeff's wife's insurance money is going to eventually run out. All these guys' stimulus checks certainly was burned through. Disability is still going to be a thing. So I'm thinking about, man. He's sitting there trying to boast about some type of success he has over there and talks about how Twitch mistreated him. But look how he mistreated his audience. There was no community. It's the same group of people that you have right now. The very people that he's chastising are the very people who made him, who uplifted him to that 900 to 1,000, you know, subs on Twitch. Just a waste of fucking money, man.
With memberships, you know, I'll be honest, an entire month with no membership growth is terrible. Just being honest, it is. That's a bad sign. Now, this month, I knew things would be slow because there was almost no new releases. Games like Psychonauts 2 in 12 minutes, there's not going to bring people to come see those. Take a look at what happened just a few months ago with a big release like Resident Evil, where the views were sky high. Just last night, I played, or was it 2 nights ago? 2 nights ago, I played the Call of Duty Vanguard beta, or excuse me, alpha, and the views were really good. So it really is game dependent. I know that. It really is game dependent. And
no, it's not. It's not. It's been like, what he's describing is how it's always been. People will show up for the first stream or two of a new game, and then they're gone. That's how it was on YouTube. That's how it was on YouTube when he first started. People he'll play a new game, or he's playing all the new games. The first 3 to 5 parts, yeah, crazy views, and then it plateaus, and then it fucking sinks until the last 2 or 3 parts at the end of the playthrough. Then the views might go back up a little bit, and then that's it. Everything else in between is a nothing burger. That mentality that you just heard right there is the same shit that he's had since 2008. And look at how it's failed him. But then, if his success is game dependent, right? Then he was never white hot popular. He was never successful, right? Doesn't that actually, ladies and gentlemen, justify why he bitched and complained when the gaming community on YouTube got bigger, and you had more and more people who were actually good at games, or more creative, or could tell a better story, or who could just entertain people a lot better? Doesn't this explain why he was so threatened back in 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, and so on and so forth? Doesn't that explain a lot of it? And now, do you guys see what I mean? And as other detractors have talked about as well, the hug box that he had on Twitch, and how he was so desperate to hold on to it, because he can't do anything else. Twitch was propping him up and allowing him to be propped up. And now look, no managed partnership. There's nobody to hold his hand over there, not to do anything. He is literally, if he goes back to Twitch, he is literally on his own. And the very people he shit on, the very people that he thought, oh, well, because I'm a managed partner, you guys can't do nothing to me. Now it's open season. I mean, it was open season back then too, because there's still clips out there, plenty of guys taking shots at him or laughing at his expense. I bet you that fucking I'm trying to think the name of the wrestler. Is it Adam Cole? I think it's Adam Cole. When Adam Cole had that fucking laugh at Phil's expense, that shit must have hurt. And that was live on Twitch. I was surprised that Adam Cole knew who he fucking was. But then, if you hear about the issues Adam Cole was having with WWE and how much he really wanted to keep that Twitch channel, because he had been building it up and he has a great time playing games and he loves the community and shit he's built up. You know, that's someone who really gives a fuck about what he has. I can understand why he felt the way he felt when he ended up leaving. But anyway, it was all fraudulent. It was all fake. This goes back to my whole jealousy argument. How's that even a thing? Come on. There's more than enough common sense going around that no one should be envious of this garbage. At all. Holy shit. And like I said, if he does go back to Twitch, it's open season. Blood's in the water. Blood is in the water. And what is he going to do? Because then he really has to start over. And you think people are going to be even more eager to flock back to him? He's been gone for 6 fucking months. Those people have moved on and found other people and found other communities to be part of. Especially the quote-unquote silent majority who didn't put their names out there. Those people have found real places to kind of lay their heads. Why would you want to come back to this? Even for the memes. Time will tell.
Get that. I know that there'll be more interest in my stuff when better games and more high-profile games are coming out. But when I've got, right now I got over 300 people on the stream, right? Why do we, there's only 230 members. We seriously, 7 more people couldn't have become a member tonight. I mean, but what will happen is now people will try to hold this against me. You know what I'm saying? It'll be like, oh, Phil's not going to give us the marathon now. It's like, guys, understand something. That's how it works, is if you don't reach a goal, you don't celebrate hitting the goal. Or else what was the point of having the goal to begin with? When 7 people couldn't become a member tonight, that tells me that I guess you guys don't really care too much about the marathons and you don't care about feasting with the king. That's what that tells me. This kind of reminds me, if you remember, when my wife first moved in with me, before she was my wife. All right.
Oh boy, this is Gouty guilt tripping to the max. This is greedy, Gouty guilt tripping to the max. Holy shit. This is Goutopia's Triple G. This is exactly what this shit is. Let's see how it goes.
They wanted the return of Cooking with the King. They desperately wanted the return of Cooking with the King. So I said, I'll make it a membership goal. Excuse me, back then it was a sub goal on Twitch. And I said, if we do a sub goal and we hit it, I'll bring back Cooking with the King. It'll be me cooking with my wife. We'll cook new recipes and stuff. And guess what? We didn't hit it. And I knew, I gauged from there that basically there wasn't interest then. So I guess what this is
no, Tard. People told you when you presented that as an option, they weren't interested in it because they wanted Catherine to be protected. That was one of the few rare moments where his audience did the right fucking thing. Where they were like, hey, we want to see you cook something. Not you and Kat. Kat needs to be left alone. You know what I'm saying? We don't want the detractors, trolls, haters, and critics making fun of her and shit. So we want you to do something. No. I don't know how to cook. And she's the major cook here. And plus, she's going to be part of my content anyway, guys. Here, let me give you guys the pitch on what he did with this woman when she, before she even showed up. Let's start the narrative off. First off, she's my soulmate, right? And we love each other, and she's made me feel things that I've never felt before, and I was in a bad spot, she was in a bad spot, and we came together organically. Next narrative, she's the second income. She's going to be here to help me out, not only to taking care of the house, but to paying the bills and taking some of the financial stress off of me so I can show up to streams and I can present you guys with a quality product. So, you know what I'm saying? So she's there for me, not just emotionally, but financially. Third, she's going to be part of my content. She's a gamer just like I am. So we're going to do some playthroughs with each other. We're going to do she's going to be there with DSP Tries It. And there's all kinds of different opportunities. I might start vlogging again. There's all kinds of opportunities that could be presented with her being here. It's going to be a breath of fresh air to my content, so to speak, with her here and us being together as a strong unit. Okay. Then he tries to give this idea of, okay, well, how about a cooking with the king and queen? It wasn't called that, but I'm just going to go with that. Because it's better than saying cooking with the king and his horse. We're going to do a cooking show with each other. And so if you guys hit the monthly goal, we'll make something with each other. Now, granted, he wasn't going to cook shit. Realistically, she was going to do all the cooking and everything. And maybe he might help her with some of the prep work, or he's just going to film her doing it. And I think people peep game. And they were like, nah, we're not interested in that, Phil. Come up with something else. Well, what's wrong, dude? She's going to be part of my content anyway. So why not start it off? This is a great goal. Why aren't you guys supporting? He literally tried to shove it up down these people's necks. And they were, like I said, for the first time, probably in a long time, certainly since Mario Sunshine, they pushed back and they were like, no, we don't want this because we don't want her to be exposed. But she's going to be here with me. She's safe, dudes. So support the fucking goal. No, we don't want your fucking goal. And then when they didn't hit it, he was butthurt. He didn't refund anybody's money. He kept the money. He was just mad because they didn't hit the goal. And he bitched and complained about it and gave up on it. Oh, I guess you don't care much for her if you guys won't pay me to fucking do this thing. And they were like, and I can't remember who it was. I'm not even sure if they were even a well-known stream viewer, but I think someone said, we're doing it for your own good. And Phil kind of had a small blow up, a couple angry snorts, and then on the way with it. So, as I said back then, he was doing nothing. He was looking at doing nothing more than monetizing that chick. He really wasn't. He had nothing else planned or in the works outside of monetizing her. And to give you an example of that, look at the IRL streams that they did. They only did 2. And then you had the Halloween stream of 2000. I think that Halloween stream was in 2018, I believe. And she never showed up after that. But he tried to do IRL streams, and that was supposed to be either a bi-weekly or a monthly event, where each and every month they would talk about something. They would have they would do an IRL stream, and they would talk about whatever was going on for the week or the month or whatever the case may be. And then that didn't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? He made himself quite a bit of money the first time. The second time, And then after that, no one really showed any more interest afterwards because, yet again, they didn't want to see her to be exploited. And that's what it was. It was her that's what it was. It was him actively trying to exploit her. Clearly. And keep in mind, because she wasn't making her own content on YouTube and she wasn't streaming, like, he essentially tried to monopolize her. And I think, for all intents and purposes, and this might be even me giving them too much credit, people peeped game on it and they were like, this isn't right. It doesn't feel right. And it didn't feel right. It felt wrong. It felt like exploitation. In the worst possible way. And that's why it failed, as it should. So, I just want to put that out there as he tries to go ahead and spew his piggy grease on what that whole scenario was.
Saying even though the marathons seem to do well, there really isn't that much interest in them, and there really isn't that much interest in the Feasting with the King, which I thought you guys loved for 2 months. Everyone tells me keep doing it. When's the next episode? But if 7 people couldn't become a member, I mean, geez, it's not like it was, oh, we need 100, 200 people to become a member. I lowered the goal twice to try to make it more reasonable, you know. So I don't know what to tell you. And again, I'm sorry. I would love to do this marathon. Really, I would love to do this marathon. And I would love to do Feasting with the King. But if I do it, then there's no point in ever setting up goals. So I kind of have to stick to my guns here, which sucks. So absolutely, I really, really wanted to do it this coming Saturday. I was set to do it. I had it in my scheduled and everything. But I don't know what to tell you guys, you know. Maybe now what'll happen is, now we didn't hit the goal. And people will realize, oh crap, if we don't hit the goals, we're not going to have these fun celebratory events. And now it'll happen. Because remember, the goal for September, I've already told you guys, is a Halloween marathon. All right? I do it every year because we always...
Now, here's the thing. That right there is a great screenshot. One, no one gives a shit. Really, no one gives a shit, to be honest with you. In the same way as it pertains to the Halloween goal, right? The Halloween... horror video game marathon or whatever. He does it every year. He may always do it every year. So who gives a crap? As it pertains to the celebratory goal for reaching the sub goal or whatever, let's go back to the vest streak. Let's go back to those vest celebrations or whatever. People were saying those things were starting to get boring after the second one because all he was doing was the same one over and over and over again. And they were like, why can't we do something else? Like, if you're going to have a celebratory event, cool. Let's add something to it. Let's do this. Let's do that. Well, why? You guys liked you liked it the first time. You liked it the second time. Why should I change? Because we're the ones that are giving you the money, and we'd like to see something different. So switch it. Well, no, dude, because people liked it when I did it the first time. Then when the fucking vest streak died, everybody remembers that, right? What was that, 276? I think I have a post that actually talks about that. So when the vest streak died at 276, even though it actually died at like 73, I believe. But whatever, semantics. When it died at 276, you got him sitting there that last night, the night that it died. He's sitting there saying, "Okay, guys, vest streak. You know, we're in the last minutes of it. You know, it can still be saved. We've made it so far." And when I think he went into overtime, that still failed. And then he's like, "All right, guys, well, you know, stream's over, vest streak is gone," and puts up the slideshow, and still waited. I think it's an Ann-Leet video. You might, Mr. Huff Stuff may have it. I know SnortBucks for sure has it. And he sat around for like 3 to 5 minutes, and then came up, deleted the actual leaderboard, and then it was over. It died. It was a sad death. It was a pathetic death. It really was. Because even at the very end, he had both of his greasy little hooves together and was praying for someone to come through and save it, and it didn't happen. Which is what happens when you become too dependent as a hoe. Not everybody's going to always be able to play Captain Save a Hoe. And that was the consequences of it. And he's been mad about that shit ever since. So that deranged look that you see on his face right now mirrors that. Or is the physical representation and or manifestation of that. Take it all in. Take it all in. But this is success though, right? This is success though, right?
These goals are not unreasonable or you know what I mean? They're not crazy stretch goals. So right now we're at what? 234. Tomorrow I'm not here. We'll come back on Wednesday and I'll see how many we're at. Well, I likely will lose a few. I'm be honest with you. I guarantee we'll probably drop down to like 220, 225 or something like that. So based on that, I'll set a new goal. And in September, the goal is going to be we hit that goal. And if we do a Halloween marathon. I'll dress up in costume. You guys will nominate and vote on games to be played during that marathon. And yes, I'll even do a feasting with the king during that Halloween marathon. All right? But it has to happen. Not, oh, Phil, still do the goal. You know? Phil, still do the goal even though we didn't hit it. No, I can't. We might not have a Halloween marathon this year if people don't take it this seriously. I mean, guys, I'm being honest with you. I need the support that I lost when I was on Twitch. When I was on Twitch, I was making, I'm not exaggerating.
So then which one is it, idiot? You just said that this isn't a one, you actually said it in a previous broadcast I did. He said that this is not a one-to-one transaction. That's a good screenshot too. This is not a one-to-one transaction. You're not giving me money under the implication that you're going to get something back. You're giving me money so I can keep going. But then you're telling them, well, you guys need to contribute to the goal. If not, there's not going to be a Halloween marathon. But then you're also going back and saying, I need this money to just keep going. So what are they actually working towards? It's not a one-to-one transaction, right? So you sitting there saying, oh, there might not be a Halloween marathon this year means fuck all about fuck all. So if we're supposed to be working just to keep you going, right? So you can keep doing this for a fucking living or whatever the case may be. Why can't you come up with better incentives so people can contribute to it? So they feel like they're getting more for their money. Because that's really what it comes down to. Don't demand me to do more for you guys to help me out with this. It's for a measly 200. He didn't say that. I'm just interpreting it because that's what he's thinking. For a measly 230 plus subs. I don't have to get on my piggy hoof and knee for you people. You need to step your shit up. You need to stop holding out on me. I need that fucking money, so pay it up. Also, don't be ready to give me more money in tips later on tonight and tomorrow and whatever else. And so on and so forth. So how about that? Like, you pushing this dumbass narrative that you think people can't see through. Your motives are as pale as you are. That's why you can't get anywhere. Amazing.
Dollars more than I make right now a month. Right now, behind the scenes, it's very tough for me to make ends meet and pay everything. You guys know I couldn't even pay my mortgage on time this month because of stuff, you know? And it's little things like this that, oh, we couldn't get a few people to become a member tonight. Like, really? There were 300 people.
Yeah, actually, that's actually a very good point. So because you couldn't pull an additional, what, 12 or 13 people at $4 a piece. So basically, what, $48? Because you couldn't pull $48, you missed out being able to pay your mortgage on time? It sounds to me like you have a whole lot more problems than what you're letting on there, buddy. You sound like you got much bigger problems if that's the case. If you couldn't cover $48 on your fucking mortgage, you sound like you're in for a hard time, bruh. And yet again, Catherine works. She couldn't spot you $50. Oh, I'm sorry, Phil. You couldn't use the $50 from your tips during this stream to help cover? Or last night's stream? Or the night before? Oh, I bet you that rainy day fund would have came in handy, right, Phil? I bet having a little bit of money in savings would have helped, right, Phil? You can't, wait a second, Phil. You can't ask your mother to transfer some money into your account? How the fuck did you come up late on your mortgage, bruh? Interesting.
On the stream. And out of the 300 people, only 234 max are members. A few people couldn't jump together to do it. Like, I don't know, man. You know, and it's disappointing to me. It makes me sad because you guys tell me you like what I do. I play things you guys ask me to do, right? I do all these changes. I implement all this stuff. And then I get screwed over by Twitch. And now I've like 3-4 months I'm trying to bounce back from this. And still I haven't. And it sucks, man. You know, being honest with you, it really fucking sucks. Swaggy says it would be understandable if the goal wasn't lowered and it was this close, but it was lowered a lot. It was 275. Then I lowered it to 250. And then tonight I lowered it to 241. You know, I can only do so much. It sucks, man. I just don't know what to tell you. And the funny part is that you get idiots who come in here and say things like, well, you're not entertaining. Then why are you here? Right? Like I said, it's not that I don't get support. I do get support. I get tons of support. But I lost an avenue of support when I had to leave Twitch because they fucked me over. So I need to find a way to build that back. And I'm doing every month.
But you didn't build shit. So it's not that I don't get support. I do get support. It's just another avenue was taken away from me. And you guys aren't basically supporting me enough to cover that. And I got to figure out a way to build that back. But you never built anything. Twitch had an infrastructure set up to where people could give you money, essentially, in multiple ways. And this is something that I said on a previous broadcast, that when you go back and look at the vet streak, that 5-month run, he might have made, at the lowest, at the very least, or at the minimum, he made maybe $70,000. And at the maximum, he might have made $90,000 in that 5 months. And don't got a goddamn thing to show for it. Because think of all the ways that he made money. When you think of the vet streak and you think of the 30,000 at its max, give or take, you know, minus fees and all that. I mean, you know, after fees and or before fees and everything. But you know what I mean? 30,000 that was raised. When you think about that, I think some of us kind of forget that was just in tips. So when I say that he made between 70 and 90,000 off that vet streak, I'm talking about gifted subs. I'm talking about ad revenue. I'm talking about cheers. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about those 3 things that encompasses his Twitch paycheck. And then not to even mention some of the fucking behind the scenes donations that he let slip for one reason or another. He made a lot of money in those 5 months and ain't got shit to do and ain't got shit to show for it. And all of that, excuse me, was on Twitch. So that's not counting the YouTube, his YouTube ad revenue those 5 months, and that's not even talking about Patreon those 5 months. There was a lot of that was the lick. That was the lick. Those 5 months for that vet streak, and he doesn't have a goddamn thing to show for any of that. He squandered it almost as quickly as he got it. On what? Who knows? But you see what I mean about Twitch being the hug box? Twitch was quite literally the blanket that makes up this pig in a blanket. That's literally what it was. It was the pancakes, it was the butter, it was the syrup. And all Phil did was provide the pork every day. That's all it was. He didn't build shit. The infrastructure was already there. All he did was insert himself in. And not even in a way that he could do for his fiancée or his wife. That's what it comes down to. The dude is not successful, nor was he ever successful.
You guys are telling me. I'm listening to your feedback. I'm implementing changes. We're playing the games you guys want, right? Like, I'm playing games that normally I wouldn't even play, and you guys are suggesting them. Okay, let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do Game Pass stuff. Let's do this. This is all ideas that you guys came up with, so that's what I'm trying to focus on, is listening to your feedback and changing my stuff for the better. But tonight was a very big disappointment. I'm going to be honest with you guys, you know. I'm not going to be mad overall, because overall the month of August was quite good, especially for the fact that the month had almost nothing new going on. It was a very slow month for game releases. But I thought for sure we could get like 10 memberships today, you know. I don't know, man. And like I said, I think what it is, people need to stop thinking about this as, oh, well, I get all these benefits on Twitch. I don't get them on YouTube anymore because Phil moved, so I'm not going to become a member. That's not the point. The point is, that's consistent, recurring support that I get every month that I can depend on, that allows me to do what I love and allows
Shut the fuck up. This is what it really comes down to. Everybody else has to be selfless. Everybody else has to be thinking about their fellow man or horse or pig or whatever, or declawed cat. But when Phil is in a position where he has abundance, right? When he has more than what he needs, which never happens, by the way, but you know what I mean. When he has more and he's in a good spot, we can never pass that generosity off to anybody else. That can never be exhibited to anybody else. That's why when on his bankruptcy, right, when they were saying, hey, what charities do you contribute to? None. Big fat zero where that section was. But isn't he the same person that tells you, oh, well, I'm a charitable person. I just don't need to put it out there for clout. I do that on my own time, to my own private devices or whatever. Which means what, ladies and gentlemen? I don't give money to nobody because I'm constantly in a perpetual state of need. And I don't have time to give money to some sick kid or to some fucking hospital that's saving real lives and doing shit. Even though, worst case scenario, God forbid, if he ever caught cancer or if he ever caught some type of illness or whatnot, guess whose money is going to go to save his ass? Even though he could give fuck all about that money going to save anybody else. You know what I mean?
Keep tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's supposed to be about the support, not about, oh, I lost the benefit of getting it when I was over on Twitch. I understand that. I hate it. Twitch sucks, man. Twitch fucked me, and they don't care. Why do you think people are talking right now that are trending on Twitter that people are going to basically not stream tomorrow on Twitch because Twitch is falling apart at the seams? It's a terrible business at this point, right? Sucks. But you got to roll with the punches. You got to move on, right? And you got to adapt. You got to roll with the changes. And
yeah, but you're not doing that. You're not rolling with the changes. You're not adapting. You're still bitching about it. And then you're trying to use other people's plight to go ahead and prop up your own, essentially his own stance on the situation. But he hasn't. When is he going to adapt? When is he going to let go and move on and roll with the punches? When's he going to do any of that? When is he going to stop sitting in his defensive stance and doing his pig shoulder roll and actually throw a fucking punch? Just saying.
I'm on YouTube. They don't have emotes that go everywhere anymore. They just don't. The emotes are only for the channel. There's less emotes per channel, right? You can't gift. You can't get a Twitch Prime sub. I get all that. But if you're here a lot and you're watching the content, it's $4 a month. Again, I'm not trying to guilt trip anyone. I'm saying I know we could have hit this today, but there's people sitting around right now telling me in stream chat, oh, I'm not going to be a member on your channel because we don't get to share the emotes in other channels. Like, dude, it doesn't even make sense to me. That's not the point of the membership. That was like, you're here watching the content, enjoying it. You're telling me you support what I do.
Look at how he's getting himself riled up. Look at, like, you see how he's purposely trying to piss himself off. This is what failure is. And you would think for someone who's as accustomed to failure as Philip P. Brunel, he'd be used to this. Philip Paul Brunel, yeah. So you would think he would be used to this by now. You would think he would be damn sure used to this. If nothing else, you remove Panda, remove Catherine or Cat, failure has probably been the most intimate and dedicated lover he's ever had. You would think he'd be accustomed to this. You would think so. You would think the warmth of her bosom would be as satisfying as that of anything else in life. Simple pleasures, if you will. And yet he is purposely winding himself up. Purposely doing this shit. He's gonna have a heart attack on stream one day, man. I'm not wishing that on him. I'm just saying. Either that or he's gonna have a fucking aneurysm or some terrible shit like that, and that's gonna be the end of him. Just saying. I hope it don't happen, but damn.
But you won't be a member because you don't get the same benefits you got on Twitch when you used to be a member. Over there, you used to be a sub or whatever. You refuse to transfer that money from one side to the other and actually pay less for the same. Like, I don't know.
Oh shit. You refuse to transfer that money. I want to hear that.
What I do. But you won't be a member because you don't get the same benefits you got on Twitch when you used to be a member. Over there, you used to be a sub or whatever. You refuse to transfer that money from one side to the other and actually pay less for the same. Like, I don't know.
Oh, you are brave, sir. I've never heard a streamer say that, but goddamn, you are brave. I'm gonna hear it one more time. I don't have anything to say. That right there was that right there was enough. But god, dog, you refuse to transfer the money over. Oh, I thought with him saying that you holding out on me was already kind of egregious. Not even kind of, it is egregious. But then you're gonna say that you refuse to transfer that money over. Bitch, that's my money. All you need to do is transfer it into my account. Holy shit. Is this what happens when you live stream too much? Damn. We may have found ourselves a brand new disorder, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe not. I'm sure there's, like I said, Bad Bunny and Vader and all of them. If you're a thought, I guess that makes sense. But this is ugly. This is fucking ugly.
But you won't be a member because you don't get the same benefits you got on Twitch when you used to be a member. Over there, you used to be a sub or whatever. You refuse to transfer that money from one side to the other and actually pay less for the same. Like, I don't know. I just can't. I cannot reason with people any more than what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not about that, man. It's not. It's not about that. It's about trying to get me back to where I was, so that every month we don't have to do a marathon of fundraising, right? To try to pay bills because I'm not making enough because I'm not making what I was making on Twitch because they fucked me. You know? I'm just trying to vent a little bit here because I feel bad right now. I really do. Genuinely, I feel like this was a great month. That August was a great month. We did great things. We finished the awesome Fallout New Vegas playthrough. We played unique games like 12 Minutes and Hades. Like, we did really fun, unique things this month. And overall, the month was great. But when we're at the end of the month and I actually have less members now than I did at the beginning of the month, that's a problem. That's a problem. I need to convince you guys that it's not about the net.
But that's your problem, not theirs. Because here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. You ready for this? This is more of this detractor logic, right? I'm going to be here no matter what. You know what I'm saying? No one's going to ever cancel me. No one's ever going to get rid of me. I'm going to be here no matter what. So you guys need to quit trying. You guys need to stop bothering me because I'm going to be here no matter what. I'm always going to be here streaming, doing what I love, and no one's going to stop me. If that's the case, then why the fuck are we crying like this now? Not one detractor has been named in any of this bullshit. This is between him and the pay piggies. And he's sitting here crying like, I'm going to have to give this up and go off and get a real job. That's funny. So you couldn't get canceled, quote unquote, by a detractor, troll, hater, or critic, but you're going to let $44 or 12 memberships basically fuck you over? That's all it took? I'm asking. I'm just asking. This is what it took. This is what it took to drop Darksydephil, Phil Burnell. This is what it's taking to, quote unquote, end the 13-year legacy. $48. This is the breaking point. Out of all the fucked up shit that he's done to people, throughout his time on the platform, all the fucked up shit he said about people and all that nonsense. This right here is supposedly his breaking point. Fuck out of here. Squeal, piggy. Squeal.
For being a member, that it's about supporting this channel and allowing me to keep doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't understand the giant loss that I had when I left Twitch. Like, that was a huge chunk of money that's gone now, and I'm literally scraping by every month now. That's how bad it is, you know? So, sucks. But what can I do? All I can do is I can be positive and bounce back, all right? And that's what I'm going to do. September, there's going to be more games, better games, higher profile games, and I get the feeling there will be people consistently coming to the streams more, all right? And supporting more, and I appreciate that. I know that's coming. Again, overall, I'm not disappointed in the amount of support I got in August. I'm disappointed we couldn't hit this membership goal. That's what I'm really upset about right now. That somehow in like 3 days of me, I lowered the membership goal twice, and we still couldn't hit it. Like, that's crazy to me. And here you go. See all the trolls who are sitting in here, and there's more of them coming in. Because God forbid that I try to respect you guys and talk honestly with you. You notice I'm not angry and I'm not insulting.
That right there is a great screenshot. God forbid I have to respect you guys and tell you what's what. Holy shit. Hold on a second.
And here you go. See all the trolls who are sitting in here, and there's more of them coming in.
Squeal for me.
God forbid that I try to respect you guys.
I try to respect you guys.
With you. You notice I'm not angry and I'm not insulting and I'm.
I try to respect you guys. Oh no! Oh no! It's almost like what detractors have been saying for years. He doesn't value you people. He doesn't give a rat's ass about you people. Jesus Christ, ladies and gentlemen, he's trying his hardest to respect you people. Oh, that's hurtful. That's hurtful. Why do you think he had to keep saying, do you understand? Do you understand? He talked to you guys like he thought you guys were retarded. Like you guys were you guys were subhuman to him. He tried to inject you guys with human logic and you still fucked up. Oh. And did you guys not see what he tried to do? What he's trying to do? He's trying to respect you people. He's trying. But you dumbasses don't seem to understand. That's why he has to keep hitting you. It's not because he's mad at you. He's merely disappointed in you. God damn, if you guys aren't battered wives, I don't know what the fuck you guys are. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Being a DSP fan is the most dehumanizing thing, apparently, that's around. Holy shit. Holy shit. You guys are holding out. You guys are being selfish. You know what I'm saying? You guys aren't willing to transfer money from one place to another. Goddamn, if this isn't financial rape, I don't know what is. And then he still has the nerve to sit here and say, I'm trying to respect you. I'm trying to muster what little I can to respect you. God damn.
And here you go. See all the trolls who are sitting in here, and there's more of them coming in. Because God forbid that I try to respect you guys and talk honestly with you. You notice I'm not angry and I'm not insulting and you know what I mean? I'm just trying to be real with you about what's going on right now with me and my family and everything behind the scenes. It's very tight right now. It's very tough because I was in this position earlier in the year where things were good and Twitch took that away from me for no reason. And now you guys are telling me, well, we won't support you as much as we used to because we don't get the benefits for the memberships on YouTube that we did on Twitch. But that wasn't the point of supporting me. You understand? It wasn't for the benefits. It was because you like the content and you say, I want that to continue. All right, I'll step up and I'll be a member. Cool. That I appreciate. I appreciate the 234 people who know that they're not getting the same benefits here as they did on Twitch, but they're still supporting. All right? I hope more people will have their eyes open to that now. Really. Now that we're not doing a special event and we're not doing a Feasting with the King for this whole month, it's not going to happen now, you know? See, every idiot who wants to insult me is just gone. You know what I mean? This is just go. If you don't understand what I'm saying, if you don't understand I'm trying to be real with you and respectful of you by being real with you rather than sugarcoating everything and saying, oh yeah, everything's great. It's not. You want me to lie to you? Then you know you shouldn't be here. You know, you shouldn't be on a stream of someone who's honest if that's not what you want. You know what I'm saying? You want to go be on someone's stream where everything's rainbows and fucking unicorns and shit? Go ahead. There's plenty of those kind of people. I know. Oh, I know. Go ahead. Go, you know. This is me trying to be real and honest and respectful with you. And I hope that that for people who are intelligent enough, understand what I'm saying, you know? I'm not angry at anyone. I'm just disappointed that I can't believe we actually didn't hit the members goal when we were less than 10 away. You know? Here we go. I'm going to keep banning because the same idiots, people who I've never seen before come into the channel and now they're insulting me because I'm being real. Okay. Fuck off. Okay. There's another one. See, it's the same people. The same. Oh, gee, I really never saw you talk before, and you come and insult me. Do you think I care? You're the one wasting your fucking time, idiots. All right. Well, guys. Yes, the membership goal was for Feasting with the King and a marathon, during which we were going to do Feasting with the King. Yes. Now it's not happening, so. Okay. All right, guys. Well, here's the deal. Thank you for a great month. It was a great month. August was a super fun month, and support was good. I'm not, you know, it was. I actually looked overall at the support that I got over the month yesterday, and I was like, that wasn't bad. It wasn't as good as the month before, but it wasn't bad considering the fact that it was a really slow month with no major new releases, really. And I appreciate that, all right? Let's take a day away from it tomorrow. When I come back on Wednesday, we start all over again. We start with a new members goal for the Halloween event, the Halloween marathon. Excuse me. Finish up Ghost of Tsushima, right? Let's do some Hades. Do some more Psychonauts 2 this week. Trying a new game in this Tortured Souls game. So it's going to be a good week. And remember, this is a short week for me because on Sunday I'm celebrating my wife's birthday with her. Okay? Sound good? Sound good? All right. That's it, guys. That's all I got to say. Everyone, please have a good evening. I'll see you all on Wednesday. Okay? Thank you all. Have a good night. Have a good chill day tomorrow. Be safe, whatever you do. Have fun. Be safe. And I'll see you all on Wednesday when I come back. Fair enough? Thanks. See you then.
Well, that was something. That was certainly something. Big ups to Hate Army Watch. Yet again, the link to his videos down in the description. Give me a second to collect my thoughts, and then we'll reconvene for final thoughts, and I'll let you guys go for the day. Jesus Christ. There's something rather amusing about that. I got to tell you, that was the most condescending, abusive talking down to a group of people that I've ever heard, or at least one of them anyway. Yikes. Anyway, here we go.
Picking out my fro with my fist comb. I got a tab at the stone, baby, this long. My little brother was having a little trouble. I hope that he doesn't care that it's in this song. Koreatown luncheon, talking about how to run things. He said Atlanta wanted something. Waka G's in your future got the streets locked down. Copycats making sure Tip keep that crown. I'm fucking around with the truth. Went to see the roots. Quest brought me back on stage in a suit. I went hard cause niggas say that I'm soft. Even Black thought I'm aiming a little.
Oh boy, that was I don't know if I have a word for I'm not speechless. I'm not speechless because I know that's what some of y'all are thinking. That's par for the course, to be honest. I told you guys this I told you guys this for a while now, that if he ever came back to YouTube is when shit falls apart. He can't he's not built for this no more. He was never built for it, but he's not built for this anymore. He's not strong enough for it. You know what I'm saying? Patience wins over here. I mean, patience in life in general, but patience is what wins over here, and he don't have that. So, I mean, for all of this to turn out the way it did, the way he's shitting on people, all that nonsense, it's what is expected. I'm not too surprised about any of that. This is going to be, there better be another breakdown. You know what I'm saying? There better be a meltdown after this. I want more. I want more. Definitely. And yet again, this is better than trying to throw money at him and trying to pull shit at times. When he's in the most desperate situation possible, when his back is against the wall, or as his baby backs are on the fucking grill and he's being basted and shit, oh, that's when he's at his best, when he's at his worst. That's how it works. That's how it works. When he's at his best, when his, let's reword that. When his situation's at its worst, he's at his best, to be honest. And DSP is just a negative piece of trash. He's a negative piece of garbage. That's all he knows. That's all he'll ever know. This is the moments that you guys need to be looking for and whatnot. And like I said, all that shit comes with patience. Anyway, thank you very much for listening in. I very much appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. This is the Pseudo Snort Report. This is DSP News, all brought to you by SnortBucks Coffee Company, the best beverage company. Take care of yourselves, guys, and try not to be selfish. For our 13-year content creators out there, try not to be selfish. Oh my God. Someone pass me some more bacon.